Um, yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Lockhart, and they're making a special appearance.
All right, well, you gotta make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last.
Yeah, so I filed a notice of removal for all of
These matters when you come out, sir.
Your Honor, is any of this on the record or no? Or did we
No.
not? Okay.
No, it's not on the record because I didn't call the cases. I'm gonna continue on. That appears to be Charles Gard.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, am I allowed to go back in the breakout room to explain that to Mr. Lockhart? Because he seems to have had a change of heart if the court would allow him to at least.
Maybe he can go turn himself in and you can file an appeal, file something to get him heard before the court, and they can zoom in from the Wayne County Jail and we'll resolve it that way. But until he turns himself in, he's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's had this warrant out for I don't know how long. I can look back into the record, but and he's never presented himself. So he was contemptuous then. He continues to not follow or obey the court's orders. So he has to go do the time, or hire himself a lawyer to get it back in front of the court. But until we get the first matter resolved that we had, we're not going to get into the other matters.
But contempt proceedings arise out of these, his appearance in court. So he's still not allowed to just resolve these before he commits himself to the Wayne County Jail?
No.
Okay, Ms. Hart, join the breakout room.
And that'll conclude it. I still see Mr. Lockhart here. I don't know what else to do. What else you can do for him, Mrs. Harris?
Lockhart's attorney tries to find an off-ramp before this thing spirals further. She asks if there's any hope of resolving this peacefully. Judge Perkins? Ice cold. No shortcuts, no favors. Jamil's past contempt still looms large. The message is clear.
I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Oh, I can't say that.
Wait a minute.
I don't think. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that is taking place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jamil Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if the condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court.
The judge dives deeper into Lockhart's behavior, not just this case, but a pattern. Defiance, delays, dodges. The lawyer tries a human angle, painting Jamil as cooperative now. But it doesn't stick. The judge isn't buying redemption through words alone. The real tension here? It's about time. Time wasted, time abused, and time that now belongs to the system. Reality is closing in.
I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moved. I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity. You know, and I'm not moved.
I mean, Your Honor, I mean, in that video, I did apologize to you for, I guess.
You apologize after you got the 30 days. I'm not moved.
I apologize after the offense was, I mean, I don't know when else I would apologize.
And you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you and to resolve the matters. I have no sympathy for you at all.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to discuss. We tried to give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I've given you an opportunity at that date to speak with the lawyer. You refused that. You refused all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail.
The court needs proof, not apologies. And right now, Jamil's reputation is still dragging behind him like a heavy chain.
So you've had ample opportunity.
You'd have me go to jail.
No, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, I do understand that, and I know the court may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I understand that the court is not inclined to change that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they. City of Detroit versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case numbers SP 1247989, counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jamil Amir Lockhart, case number SX 378-29611. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Jamil Lockhart, sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please, or that you identify, please? County jail and submit yourself so that your matters could be resolved. I understand that when you appear in court, there's different attorneys.
He didn't want an attorney, and I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here appearing on behalf of the person Jamil Lockhart, and then when you asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jamil Lockhart now. So I don't know what he like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here. I don't know, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal. I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and, put this to rest. At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time, too much of, your time, I'm sure.
For the first time, there's a crack in the wall. The court agrees to lift the warrant. A small win, but it's short-lived. Judge Perkins still orders jail time. The message? You're not escaping consequences just because you showed up today. This isn't a reward, it's a structured fall. And even now, the judge reminds Jamil, your words may change, but your actions still define you.
This is what I do every day, sir. I serve the city residents of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here. So it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So yeah, and continuing, I would just like to, get this over with, pay whatever fines need to be paid.
Over a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yeah, I just want to resolve this. Whatever I owe for those offenses, I'm willing to pay, and it'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn, and I should have handled this differently. I can see that now. Yeah, I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay, I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
All right, I'll let them speak. Next pretrial date is September 22nd.
Yeah,
Well,
based on the statement.
That being said, I don't think, based on everything that has happened, our history, the claim in federal court that I have against you, Michigan judicial tenure complaints that I have against you, I think you have a duty to recuse yourself from any of my cases.
I haven't been privy to any judicial tenure complaint. My first duty is the duty to sit.
Lockhart speaks up. Finally, we hear him directly. He owns up, says he wants to make things right, pay what's owed, move forward. There's humility here, maybe even regret. But the timing? It's late. And the damage? Already done. This is a man pleading from the bottom of a hole he dug himself. It's honest, but it might not be enough to climb back out.
I feel that I
put it in your mailbox.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, the Judicial Tenure Commission will have to come, and I'll have to respond to them accordingly if they turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Well, Your Honor, I would ask one final argument. I understand that he may have indicated he did not want an attorney to represent him. Jail time is a very harsh penalty. And I know that the court didn't just immediately come to that decision. I would ask if the court would consider some of the things that were stated on the record in terms of he now has a better understanding. He is remorseful of how things played out. And I would ask if the court would issue a monetary fine for the contempt rather than jail. If the court would, please.
And he's got a proceeding in federal court against him. So where is it, where is this,
I'm simply trying to
protect. Your Honor, Your Honor, Mr. Lockhart, on behalf of Mr. Lockhart, stop. What I'm saying, the court has to understand the fact that a lot of these things came into play before today. So if in fact there was something filed, it was before today, before having a better understanding of how the process works, how to conduct oneself in court, and that one is held to the same standards as an attorney. I would ask if the court would consider converting that jail term into a monetary fine.
Not at this point.
Your Honor, I only have a federal claim against you as a means to try to keep myself out of jail, right? It's not something that I want to do, you know?
You can take any action. You can take any action under the law that you choose to, sir. I haven't prevented you or even tried to even attempt to prevent you, and I can't prevent you from doing that.
I don't want to do that. I just want to handle this, pay whatever I need to pay, and move on.
So again, advocating on behalf of
needs to be sitting in jail. I'm an upstanding individual. I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I haven't harmed anyone, and I never would.
Understood. Thank you for that allocation. But on behalf of defense would now move to ask if the court would allow a hearing on the contempt proceedings.
That hearing has sailed. He has been gone. He has 30 days for the hearing. Procedurally, that has sailed a long time ago.
So he already had a hearing on it?
No, we asked him.
The judge stays sharp. He listens, but is not swayed. Jamil's timeline doesn't match the court record. Every excuse crumbles under scrutiny. This part feels like a cold reminder. Your story might sound better now, but it won't erase what happened then. And the judge isn't just punishing disobedience, he's protecting the court's credibility. Justice has memory, and it's long.
Offered a hearing on that. We offered him an attorney on that before we entered into found him in contempt. We offered him to speak with the lawyer on that day. He chose not to. It's been over, I would say, quite frankly, a year at least. The motion he was going to file a motion by 5/27/2022. It's been a long time. Those ships have sailed.
Well, Your Honor, arguably he didn't have the assistance of counsel. So I would ask, did we go through all of the steps for him to waive his right to counsel in that type of proceeding?
Well, you can go back and look at the transcript. If he wants some representation now, he can either be a court-appointed a lawyer, or he can hire a lawyer on his own. But at this juncture, I'm not inclined. You know, I get people tell me I'm too lenient, and I'm a defense judge, and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here. I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you that he did when he was there. I read those motions that he filed, which was in the court's eyes had no basis in law whatsoever. None. I've never seen those legal theories that he's purporting. I don't know if well, let me strike that. I've seen those legal theories that he's purported, but I've never seen those in the rules of court rules. I've never seen that in any of the law books that I've ever read. So I told him this back then, that he needs to go get the rules. I gave him an opportunity to read the rules of procedure. He refused everything. Now, the transcript of it, you can order the transcript. He can hire his own lawyer, and he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay?
I have nothing further.
Very well. Next court date, September 22nd, 2023, will be a pretrial. Have a very good day, sir. And again, your order to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Jamil continues to plead, hoping for house arrest alternatives, any other road. But the judge has had enough. His tone shifts, firm, final, no more warnings. The courtroom becomes a wall, not a door. Jamil's lawyer tries again, but the answer is the same. You had your chance, and it passed. In the end, consequences aren't negotiable, even if your intentions finally are. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.